Have you ever traveled through time? We do it every day.
Asgardia is a country with a population of more than 1 million people from more than 200 countries on Earth. Asgardia gives everyone equal opportunities, no matter what their earthly status is.
It is possible to create and live in the future right now. Are you ready? Forward progress is the solution to the entire human race. Our mission is to bridge new horizons. In Asgardia, there is no limit to the universal development in the fields of technology, finance, and arts. Asgardia is a new space and digital economy which creates opportunities for the global economy. We deliver innovations. Do you want to get on board with us? We are developing various kinds of digital businesses, attracting them to the Asgardia platform that can be backed by the means of our umbrella, i.e. franchising of the Asgardia brand. We can not only attract investments into space programs from prominent institutional investors, but also affordable amounts from the citizens of Asgardia. We comprise of more than 1 million people.
Asgardia is a chance to realize one's dream. This is a dream-driven space nation. Asgardia is a chance to belong to a community of free-thinking enthusiasts, goal-driven dreamers, and fearless innovators, theorists, and scientists.
We are the first space nation. One humanity, one unity.
Asgardia.
We are creating
The future.
Have a look now. It'll be live any moment. Yeah, good. Yeah. It's about to be a major rainstorm here. I've been on the roof of my office all day because there are 2 holes in it. We'll now find out if I've been successful. Right. Are we live? Not yet. Maybe we are.
Well, I didn't know that you British people knew how to work on your houses.
I'm quite good at that.
says we are live.
I've replaced about a third of the roof, about 1/3 of it, basically.
Wow.
Because it's a very slow drip, but it drips onto my computer, and there are 2 places. So I'm quite glad it's going to rain. I want to see if I've done a good job. I couldn't find a leak actually, but I'm guessing what the flow of the water was.
Yeah, leaks are very hard to find because they'll travel.
Yeah, that's exactly the
A lot
problem.
of times from the area that the leak actually is, the area that's coming in are a great distance apart.
Well, that's my issue, and I made a calculated guess. Go on.
It's at a juncture or a joint or something of that
It's
nature.
always going to be a joint. Always going to be a joint. So I had to try to work out where it is. Let's just see.
Yeah.
Right, we're live. Yeah, probably the world doesn't want to hear about my DIY. Do it yourself. Welcome everybody. I'm Len Topic, the chair of the Parliament of Asgardia, and this is the world's first fully functioning digital democracy, where we seek to create a fully functioning society that can operate off the Earth and in space. Our objective is to make this successful on the basis of a peaceful approach for all humankind. And our 2 key measures are the first, permanent human space habitation, where people live their lives, their whole lives, work there, have families, everything else. And the other thing that we are hoping to be helping to happen is the first baby born in space under ethical conditions. So that's what we do. There's a new momentum in the organization, and that momentum comes from the Asgardia Executive Congress. That was a meeting of the 40 plus the 45 individuals who represent the executive, the administration, the government, and the Supreme Space Council. 5 on the Supreme Space Council, 12 chairs of committees, 12 ministers, and 12 administrators. That's how it works. And 4 justices, sorry, as well. So that's been a big deal. And at the request of the chairs, I'll give you a brief update now about what happened. After that, we'll talk about events which are coming up. And I want to talk about the app as well. Then I'll hand over to the Deputy Chair, Peter Morn, to talk about the Chair's meeting, which was quite long today. Right, so the Asgardia Executive Congress, which we have already talked about, but I'll talk about it in more depth now, is a physical event which takes place once every 1 or 2 years. The objective is to bring everyone together because there is no substitute for physical contact. It's definite that it makes things better. When you physically meet people, they become real. And although I can't remember who I've met and who I have not, because I talk with you so often, I know that physically meeting is a huge bonus, huge boost. And so I'm pleased that 11 out of 12 of our chairs, over half of our ministers and some administrators were all there. And so thank you for making a big journey if you were there. What was achieved? We had great presentations, including one by Ross Cheesewright. He was not physically able to make it, but he did a great presentation remotely. He's the chair of information and communications. So I feel that everyone was represented, everyone was present. And some of the ministers also made presentations. But the most valuable part wasn't just there, it was the actual physical interaction. Things were done. Meetings were held, decisions were made, progress was achieved. I would mention 4 things. One is that we have a clear commitment to territory on Earth. That's really exciting. I have to be involved in that, and I want to be. And I'll come back to that in a moment. Secondly, the head of nation is very engaged with the executive, and the part that matters to us is he's now asked all of the chairs to submit their presentations before the next digital sitting, because he wants to look at them. He looked at all of the work that's been sent to him, and that was great. So all the chairs have been asked to submit their reports, either a presentation or a written report, by next Thursday, by now, next Thursday. Thirdly, I thought the interaction between the ministers and the chairs was very good. When the Asgardians meet, they get things done. And I was grateful for the initiatives that you all showed in achieving that. Fourth and final thing is we have a real sense of purpose. The territory tied into citizenship, connected to what we're all doing. The next 12 months are going to be very important. In order for you to know what's happened in the event, we're going to share the presentations made by, it was either 7 or 8 of the chairs at these events. They're all quite short, 6-7 minutes each. And we'll have 2 per week at our question and answer session starting next week. They're not secret. They're very public. And it's great to reuse those presentations. A lot of work has gone into them. So we'll start that next week, and then you'll see what was said. Big thank you to Dr. Asher Bailey. He sponsored the event, and I have to say, I can hear the rain outside. It was great to be in 33 Celsius for 4 days. Now, I want to talk about land. This is the second of 5 things. We have been asked to find land for Asgardia. Dr. Asher Bailey considers Antarctica an area called Mary Birdland to be the right place. That's pretty interesting because no country claims that. Some say we can't have it because there's an international agreement that countries won't take it, but we're not signatories to that. In the same way that some countries are not signatories to, say, the nuclear non-proliferation treaty, they're not bound by it. We're not bound by that legislation about Mary Birdland, so it's a really interesting starting point. And Dr. Asher Bailey is talking about 1.6 million square kilometers. I know there's dialogue between between Ivan Russell, Minister Ivan Russell, and the head of nation. That's really happening. I'm hoping that others will contribute as well. My request to everybody here is that each of you think about country, look for a country that might be interested in doing a deal. It's natural to think of an island, uninhabited island, or an inhabited one if the inhabitants want to be Asgardians. And we can do that as well as pursuing Asgardia. So my first big request today is think about land, think about your governments, think about who might be interested in talking with us. And we'll do it. We'll do it. We will do it. Dr. Asher Bailey has been talking about this for 7 years. And I thought we nearly had land. I thought we nearly did get recognition from one country. We'll go back there. But it didn't happen. That was actually 6 years ago. So let's get it to happen this time. Let's make it happen this time. So next item. Those are the first two. Third item, digital sittings coming up next, 5 to 7 December. Thanks very much everybody who's helped, particularly John and the LMRG, Legislative Merit Research Group, LMRG. It's really great to have that committee. And we're now in the usual negotiation period to see what's going to be included. But please make sure you can attend. It's the final one of the year, 5 to 7 December, usual times, Friday evening, UK time, Saturday, Sunday. Fourth item of 5. We have got a lot of projects happening now. And please work with your chairs, be helpful and get involved with the chairs, because we come back with a long shopping list of things we have to do. And it's fun and it's exciting. I won't list all those things. You'll see many of them in the presentations that you will have on a Thursday. But I hope that you will participate. The committees aren't just meant to be the chair. They're the chair and you. And the committees are on, they're the ones that matter for you. And make your contribution. And your contribution will be important for everybody. And it'll be important for people who aren't even in Asgardia. It'll be important to your grandchildren. So take it seriously. Please attend. And make your difference, please. And finally, the app. Asgardia has an app now. If you go to the App Store, you'll find it. And I've got it on my computer, on my phone. Welcome to Asgardia. There are already 1,124,199 Asgardians, it says. And it works. And your feedback helps make it better. Dr. Asher Bailey, the head of nation who commissioned the app, is always happy to get feedback or happy to pass feedback.
We cannot hear.
Can you not hear?
Right now, yes.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. I didn't press anything. Right, well, I said thank you, Perda. The head of nation is very happy to hear your feedback because he wants it to be a brilliant app. I'm already communicating with people, so go and find the app. It doesn't work perfectly, but we can help it work perfectly. We can make it better. And it's very nice looking. It looks great. So please do go to the Asgardia app and download it and use it and get your friends to use it. And our community will thrive. It's perfectly usable now. I was sitting with Minister Floris Witz on the beach in Dubai. We were sending each other photographs and messages. It's great, really. and it's a really useful thing. So I ask you to download that. And if everyone here downloads it, then we'll get more people, a lot more people onto the app. That's what I had. I'll summarize the action steps at the end, but let me go to Peter next.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, we had an action-packed meeting of the chairs of committees tonight. Went on for a long time. In fact, I had to chop it off at the end so we could get to this meeting. Everybody's full of excitement still and adrenalized by our meeting in Dubai. And one of the comments, or a number of comments, about how wonderful it is that we actually were there with one another and how wonderfully well we get along, as all Asgardians do to a greater or lesser extent. So we talked about the things we talked about in Dubai. My particular interest is the acquisition of terrestrial land that Lembert's just been talking about, and I've pledged to the Justice Committee to help to achieve that. And I hope I might be speaking to Head of Nation soon about that as well. There's so much of excitement going on. It's very difficult to give you a snapshot of what we actually talked about, because it was all sorts of things. John Fine, of course, always has a multitude of ideas, and it was just wonderful. It's wonderful sharing the way we were able to share in Dubai, and I can't wait for the time we have our live, real-life parliamentary meeting with everybody there participating. We participate now, but also reaching out, holding hands, talking to each other, slapping each other on the back, not punching each other in the nose, because Asgardians don't do that, but slapping each other on the back, and it just lifts the whole atmosphere, the atmosphere of this great project, which I can tell you now, if it's anything to do with Lembit, and anything to do with me, and anything to do with my chairs of committees, will be a great success. More specific things, I hope, next week and in the weeks to come. But that's about all I want to say at the moment, Lembit. But we've got a lot of excitement, and we want it to be shared by all Asgardians.
Thank you very much. It was really productive, and a credit to all of our colleagues here who made a long journey to get there. My journey was quite long, but there were some who spent 16.5 hours in the sky. Still think it's remarkable that some aircraft can stay in the sky that long in one go. I happen to like flying, not everybody does. So I'm extra grateful for people who fly and they don't want to, because it's very helpful indeed. So thank you. Right, that's what we had. So over to you for questions and answers. Any comments that you'd like to make? Okay. All right, Fred, I thought you were going to say something. Yep, Fred, over to you.
Yes, thank you very much. I was so happy in Dubai to see my friends face to face, and we were talking about our reports, presentations, and future activities, and the idea of representing them in the QA sessions is very good. I will be representing my presentation as well. So next week, I hope I will have the chance. I like to see the Asgardians' ideas about the presentations as well for our people. How does it mean? And I want to see the reactions. So it will be useful if they will be available to watch them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, we'll do two a week. So there'll be Fred and one other next week, and we'll go through all of the presentations. You should see them because they're very good and they're ready and they should be used. And there'll be updated versions.
Your sound went off. Yeah, sound's off again, Lembit.
Hello. Hello?
Right? Yeah, you're back.
I don't know what's wrong. It doesn't seem to be. It didn't tell me that. Okay, thank you. Tell me again if it happens. Yeah, it's quite clear that there's a higher expectation now from the chairs, and also from the chairs of what we're going to achieve, but also from head of nation about what we as a parliament achieve. And so I'm very happy to have that. Very happy to have that expectation on us. We do have to deliver. There are lots of very specific projects which have been put forward by the chairs, and those have to be turned into reality now. We can't just sit around and pretend. We have to make them work. So thank you to everybody who did so very well at the event. Really appreciate it. Anybody else like to say anything? Okay. Well, lots of work to do. I will need to have a Asgardia legislative forum as well, an ALF, at some point in the near future. I'm going to have a look at when. I think we maybe have it in already. I'll just have a look. But I'm going to go to the action steps in just a moment. Well, it's going to have to be either Saturday the 29th of November or Saturday the 22nd. I'll have to confirm that, but it'll be 22nd or 29th of November. So please make sure you're available. As soon as I check that, I have to check one other appointment and then I can confirm. And that will be, as usual, a look at the next digital sitting and the legislation. It's quite a lot of legislation, actually. And so that's going to be a working session as well. Okay, let me go to the things you need to remember. Digital sitting, 5 to 7 December. Please make sure it's in your diary. Asgardia Legislative Forum, either 22nd of November or 29th of November. I'll confirm that as soon as I can check my own appointment. And app, please download the app. You'll find it in the App Store. It's there. And give us feedback. If there's something wrong, Dr. Asher Bailey said he wants to know what's wrong with it, not what's right with it, what's wrong with it. And so please do give feedback and we'll make it even better. And the final thing is, please be involved in your committees. They really do matter. Asgardia is really getting somewhere now, and it would be great to see you on that journey with us, whether you're here in this meeting or watching at home. Asgardia is unique. No one is doing what we're doing, and no one does it as well as we do. We are the digital role model for democracy online, and we've still got things to learn, but I think we've done pretty well so far. So thank you very much indeed. Last word to John, and then we'll finish unless anybody else raises their hand. John. John? Maybe has his hand up for historical reasons.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we can now. Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I said I wanted to tell everyone that if you're in the United States and you can't really download the app because it's not approved in the App Store or the other Google apps, whatever it is, application. However, you can get it. It's a long out, drawn out process. I can't explain here, but if you want help doing it, I'd be happy to help. You can reach out to me at my email address, or Asgardia email address, john.fine@huscardia.space. And I will show you how to do it. It took me a while, but I finally got it. But yeah. Anyway, that's all.
Thank you, John. And while you're doing that, I've been reminded, thank you, Sarah, that Thanksgiving is on the 29th or there around then in America. So we'll do it on the 22nd. We can't have it at the same time. Thank you, Sarah. So the ALF will be 22nd of November, 1300, and I expect it'll be 2 hours. Thank you for that. 22nd November. It's very soon. Thank you for that. John, have you still got your hand up, or did you want to say something else? Okay, thanks. Right. I'm just checking. Oh, right. The link to download the app is in the chat. Go to the chat and you can download the app. That is just great. Let's just have a look.
Yeah, but that download doesn't work for people in the United States unless you go through some other measures that you normally would not go through ordinarily. So yeah, there's a certain app you've got to download and whatnot. It's a nightmare, but I did get it. It took me a while. I tell you a quick way to find out is ask Chat GDP or whatever it is. Cheap. It'll help you through it. It didn't give me all the answers, but it gave me enough I could figure it out. That's exactly how I figured it out. It's on Chat GPT. Yeah. So it gave me enough answers that I could figure out the rest on my own, but it took a while. But yeah,
Absolutely, that's fine. Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
It'll
it does.
download
Apparently,
it won't work on Android, or it will work on an Android phone. Now, if you
apparently,
download it on an Android phone, the download, it works. But if you try to do it from an iPhone, it doesn't work. But what you can do is you can put a Android app on your that downloads Android apps on your computer and go in through there.
it
That's
does. Sarah says, sorry, Rebecca says it does work. Don't put people off downloading it, John.
it works only okay. It works only on Android phones. It won't work on an iPhone.
It's worth
So,
trying.
so whoever,
You may
trust
have
me,
to
I
turn.
went through all this, so I know where it works and it don't work. It works on Android, but it doesn't work on iPhone. If you got an iPhone and you still want to download it, then you're going to have to put an Android app downloader on your computer and then do it from your computer.
Well, yes, but there's quite a lot of debate. Carolyn Lockhart says you might have to just turn off your security in your phone.
No, that doesn't work. No, I went in. I asked iPhone. iPhone says absolutely no way. This the file extension at the end of this file, they do not allow those type of file extensions in any iPhone, of iPhones or accessories. So I trust there ain't nobody that has an iPhone that can download this app.
In
Trust me.
America, this is an iPhone. I
In
use the app.
Well, yeah, but you're not in America. I'm
No,
talking
not
about
in America. Not in America. Not in America.
now. If it's the Android, yes, you're good to go because that extension on the end is actually for an Android phone. It's not on the file that you're downloading. The extension on the end is for an Android phone, not an iPhone.
Well, they're working on it, and it'll be fixed very quickly, I think. Ah, right. Oh, you have to put it in developer mode to get the app to work, apparently. Yes. I'm told
No,
you're
that
right,
don't
John.
work either. Yeah, I know what she's talking about, and that works for certain ones, but there's actually an easier way than that. Uh,
Okay.
but developer mode, yes, you're right, and I know all that. I tried all that, but the file thing that I was using could not unpack Asgardia's app. It couldn't do it. It was just too much for it. So I had to go find another one, and it was much easier. And I'm trying to think of it, but I can't think of it at this moment in time because it was really easy. I told everybody on the chairs thing what the name of it was, but it was really easy compared to the other downloaders that I used that I tried. But you didn't have to undo nothing. You didn't have to undo your security or nothing. It just found it and immediately let me in. So it was great. And then Chat GPT said that was the best one to use because it was the easiest and it would unpack any app, no matter where it was coming from. So anyway.
You might want to send a note to about that as well, because that could be useful to the developers, all of that. They might know this already, I don't know. I haven't been directly in the feedback loop. But if you haven't shared that, then send a note and we'll make sure the developers know this.
Okay.
And I'm asked, are you talking about Alt Store?
No, that's not it. Hold on. I'm gonna look on my computer here.
And apparently they're working on removing the beta tag from the app so it shows up in the North American app stores. That's the issue, apparently. It's a
It's
deep
called
beta.
BlueStacks.
BlueStacks. Okay.
BlueStacks. And you got to use a certain version. I used the Android 11.
Yeah.
4 point whatever, 4 point bits or 40 point bits, something like that.
Right.
That's the one that Chat GDP said was the best. And it worked great. All I had to do was download the BlueStacks. Then all I had to do was tell my file to open in BlueStacks, and automatically I'm looking at the app right now, using it right now. So yeah, it works great.
After all that, you got it to work in America. That's what we wanted.
But it took several tries, but the last try actually works out really easy. It's but Chat GPT showed me how to do it. So I have to give it credit. So
Well, we'll take help where you can get it. It's great. I know people who consider ChatGPT to be a close friend.
Yeah. Hey, help me out of a few scrapes, I tell you that.
Right. So thank you for that. Thank you, John. That's really helpful. Ricky, then Ariadne.
Yeah, on the Android app, that was that Linda put in the chat on Slack. For the American side, possibly, since it's for the Android, if that were to be, if that link were to be published on the Asgardia page, that might be a good workaround. I don't know, but that's how I was able to download it. I used that link that was in the announcement part for Slack.
There's a message here from Kenneth Edlin, which is, it shows that it's restricted by advanced protection. For your security, advanced protection prevents this action, which suggests that there can be protection issues as well. I'm happy for us to talk about this because Aliona's taking notes on this. She's managing the feedback, and so we'll get that feedback that hasn't been given before to the people in charge of developing the actual app. Some news has just come in. Yeah, there's lots of stuff happening on that app actually. I keep it on, and I've started using.
The great thing is that BlueStacks actually put an icon of the app on my computer, and now all I do is click on that icon. You know, your app icons. It installed the app icon. I don't even got to sign in anymore. I just click on that icon, and it automatically goes in, lets me view all the stuff inside. It did a great job. But like I said, it took me a few tries to find that. But the BlueStacks 5, I think it was called. But that is in order to get it to where I could use it in America and with an iPhone. I mean, it won't work on my iPhone, but it works on. Actually, I can link to my computer with my iPhone. I can probably get it on my iPhone too, but using that link. But it works great on my. It works absolutely wonderful on my computer.
And the app is published on the website. And
yeah,
also,
that's actually where I downloaded the link from, was the website. Yeah. So
this app is a huge deal. It's really huge landmark step forward. It's a leap forward. And the advice is to use the app in the link provided there in the chat. Try it. There are ways, and the app will become more and more user friendly anyway. There's a big push to make sure that it's going to work really easily. Ariadne. Thumbs up from Carolyn for that. Ariadne.
Thank you very much. Well, my concern is exists a lot of people there, and it's impossible to connect or request all them as a friends. Maybe some people request to us. I request to Sarah. I can see Ferda. I request to Clive, and I notice that he has double profile there, and it's a stranger. Maybe it's good to the feedback. And the most interesting for me is the possibility to send a letter directly to the home, the contact home is the mail, and I'm waiting for the response. But I love the idea because it's the directly email from him, and I send a letter with copy for to you, Lambit Opit,
Yes, I can see
for
it.
the records. All right.
I'm looking at
And
your feed now.
I think, all right, thank you very much. And I feel it's very, very good because it's an alternative of the page, the official page of us. And I think it's good. Maybe in the future, we need more a phone with many, many, many megas. I don't know, because many people wants to connect to us. And I like the idea to connect with people that, oh my God, you are here. It's very wonderful, this app. The other is useful or not, yes, but because one is in the website and the other is in your phone. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. That's wonderful. People from Spain, people from other places that connect with me, and I feel really good. And that's my comment today. And I'm waiting for the moment that we can request our hectarea in Antarctica, that this is possible.
Yeah.
And the other thing, to see the CVs of all the youths. Oh, my English is badly, but
Yeah,
you
English is
understand me.
fine.
What? All right. Yes, because Chilean is there, and I love it that, with a tremendous CV. And congratulations for the election. That's wonderful. Yeah.
Thank
all.
you,
Thank you.
Ariadne. That's good. Yeah, I think this app's very good. I think it can be even better with your feedback. And I'm now using it to communicate with people. I need to get in the habit of it. I didn't used to use social media at all, really, but I have to now. And I find it useful. It's good. And because we're a digital society, a lot of our lives will be digital. And the reason that the people got on so well in Dubai is because we've made good, strong friendships digitally. So when we meet each other, it's just natural. And I thought that was very good. So yeah, thank you. Very good. Good words. Anybody else? Okay, remember then, digital sitting 5 to 7 December. Alf, Asgardia letter to form 22nd of November to avoid Thanksgiving. And next Thursday, we'll have 2 of the presentations, maybe 3, but probably 2 of the presentations from the Asgardia Executive Congress. So thanks, everybody. Really exciting time. Really very good that we've had this interaction. And I hope that you will work with your chairs to make Asgardia great. Not make Asgardia great again, just going to make Asgardia great. We could probably find a way to say MAGA, but I think it's been taken, so we'll not use that one. Right. I think that, last word to Sarah.
Not last word. I will present next week. As long as I don't have to follow John Fine, I will definitely present next week.
You'll be following further. It'll be further than you.
Okay.
If Aliona can make a note of it, because I'll probably forget by next Thursday. So yes, we'll make sure that you 2 are there. In fact, I won't forget. So Ferda and Sarah will be presenting, and they're quite short presentations. They're very good. They're short. They're very good, and you'll find lots of other great presentations. We might even invite the ministers on a voluntary basis to share some of their presentations too. They're really interesting. Ariadne?
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Well, I wanted to know if the only minister in the interview with Highway to Space was Vendel, or the other ministers are in the scandal for the interviews, because the interview from Vendel was amazing, really amazing.
I don't
Sorry
know.
for my interruption.
No, no problem at all.
Okay.
I haven't got the answer because Dan Profir manages all of that. But we are trying to start broadcasting his output, his programs with the Eagles, with the Head of Nations permission, on a station to get thousands and thousands of hits. So hopefully we'll do that on X. We don't want to compete with their station, so it'll be on X, I think. So
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
And further.
Thank you very much. In Dubai also we talked about these kind of things. They are thinking to do it, but the agenda is very full. He has a good program, so I think in the future we will see them.
You mean Dan Profir?
Dan Profir and other ministers.
Yeah. Yes, I think so. Dan Profir has been in the studio I am in now, and I've gone to see him one time in Farnborough at a space exhibition. Very good. It's very, very professional. They have a full team, maybe 6 people involved in making those programs, and they're just very, very good. I'm very impressed. Excellent. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Thank you so much. Once again, remember, next Thursday, you've got 2 presentations, Ferda and Sarah, so that you're up to date with what happened at the Congress. I forgot to say one other thing. I'm exploring, I can't promise this, I'm exploring the possibility of having a physical sitting of Parliament on October 12th next year. That's the 10th anniversary. At the end of the day, it'll be the Heads of Nations decision, but I really hope we can meet on that day. That would be very exciting. And it'll be the first time we've actually physically met since the COVID pandemic. And it would be really great to have the whole of Parliament there and the ministers. And it's so motivating. We have a professional events manager who did a fantastic job in Tallinn. So I know we can do a great event. And if I get my way, everyone's invited. And that's exciting too. Great. Thank you, everybody. If you'd like what you've seen here, then please join Asgardia as a resident. It's €100 or solars, as we call them. 1 solar is worth €1 for a year, and you get all the rights of a resident. And work is happening about citizenship, and work is happening about territory. And there's a big debate about Antarctica, and the Head of Nations said, this is what we want to do, and Antarctica is one option. If you have an alternative, you let us know. We don't have to just choose one place. We can have more than one territory, because that's how Asgardia is. So I really sincerely hope that you'll come forward with some proposals as well. So thank you very much indeed, everybody. I'm Lembert Hoping. I'm Chair of Parliament. I'm very proud of the amazing work we've done the last 2 weeks. Let's make sure we continue. So thank you. We can stop the broadcast. We were at 33. So when we get to 16, then we'll finish the discussion. And all the best. And Sarah, I'll give you a call straight away.